On to West Ham. Mohamed Kudus' ban has been extended by a further 2 games. Is this a bit of a harsh punishment, or they're trying to basically set the standard that if you do what he did, this is the ban that you will face?
Yeah, look, I think it is a bit over the top. I think one extra game might have been enough, if not even a further warning in some way. Look, I think 5 games is a bit far. It was a heat of the moment. We've seen these sort of things a few times on the pitch, and to give it an extra 2 games certainly smacks of the FA trying to make a statement rather than actually what it should have been effectively a proper punishment. So again, it's the FA with a megaphone rather than actually managing the situation. I think going over the top with their fines. So I would have said 1 game maximum would have been enough.
And Lopetegui still not getting those results needed. He got backed massively, obviously, in the summer. A draw at home to Everton, respectfully, Keith, it's just not good enough after that amount of investment. Does he get until Christmas? Is he on the hot seat right this moment at every single match moving forward? When do West Ham have to figure out what's going on next?
Well, all the noises coming out of West Ham, and I've spoken to some close, sources there. He is at the moment being backed publicly, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of unhappiness. Whether he survives this international break, I think if he does, then he's going to get through till Christmas, and then it'll be reviewed again then. But this one is that certainly right on the edge at the moment, and I think it's not surprising. I think the style of play has also been lackluster for the West Ham fans. It's a case of you better not get what you wished for, because without Moyes, they were unhappy with that, and now here we are with a supposedly exciting Spanish manager, and we're back in the same place, if not worse. So it's difficult, but I think he may survive this international break, and I think he will be given till Christmas. I think that's probably the right way to handle it, but he's certainly right in the crosshairs at the moment.
And who are some of the names that West Ham are lining up should Lopetegui unfortunately lose his job?
Well, that's interesting. I mean, that's one that you would think Mourinho would be much more suited back to London again. And that's where I would be looking at that sort of situation, because I think London is where Mourinho loves it. He's still got a home there. And that's the one I'd be linking him with rather than Newcastle. So I think that's a possibility. And I think it suits the West Ham situation in terms of the personality to have somebody like Mourinho coming in and really sparking some life into West Ham. And I think that could be one that I would be linking him with.
And do you find it surprising that Tim Steidten is kind of being linked with this Arsenal sporting director role? Obviously, this transfer window and this appointment of a new manager hasn't really gone all that well, almost failing upwards in a way to be then linked with the Arsenal role. Do you think he'd be a good Edu replacement? Do you think these links are real?
Well, you're right. I mean, this is the classic. Football's often blamed for rewarding failure. Look, I know that Steidten had conflict with David Moyes when he was there, and it would appear that Steidten seemed to have won that battle. Obviously, he was responsible fully for the Lopetegui appointment, and so he will carry that can. But if he's got the links into Arsenal, maybe it's a more diminished role at Arsenal, because I think the executive team there are a lot stronger in terms of the way they would actually manage a lot of those issues, and they would keep the sporting director in a tighter box, if you know what I mean. It may be that Arsenal could be one choice for him, but I think Arsenal would probably go in a different direction. It's just my feeling on that. I know a couple of the names that they've been looking at and talking to. I think Steidten may not get that gig, but I do think that if Lopetegui has to go, then I think he may be going as well at that stage as well.